Okay, so I'm going to give you an example, okay? So my first example is going to be fast. For my comparative form, I'm going to be adding an ER ending. So for fast, I'm just going to make it faster. So comparative, what?
So are we supposed to actually like put the ER and then underneath faster, or do we just put faster?
No, put the ER.
Not faster?
Because the comparative, yeah, so put the ER. Because the comparative is the ER. So that's when we're looking at that ER or the R, when we're adding that sound to our ending. So faster, stronger, stranger.
I can't do it fast.
It's okay.
Does faster go on super relative?
So hold on. So then for our super relative, we add the ist. We add the ist. So fast would then turn into fastest. I was the fastest one there. Michael, we're taking notes. Ooh, sorry, on adjectives.
Oh, okay.
So take some notes with us, okay?
Okay.
Wink, wink, I guarantee you're gonna need this at some point this week.
Okay.
So I would definitely write this down. All right, so I'm gonna give you another example, okay? So if I have the word young,
Are we supposed to write that too, Ms. Chandler, or are these the examples?
no, I want you to write these because I want you to have them. So for the word young,
I have a question,
I'm just
Michelle.
gonna add the ER ending and I'm gonna add the EST ending. Okay?
But like, are you supposed to put like I didn't understand what you said. Are you just supposed to put the ER or the word too?
No, put the word too. Like
So,
write it, Walter, just write it exactly how I have it.
Okay.
Write it exactly how I have it. Just write it exactly how I have it. Okay, so if we take another one, and this time I want y'all to help me with this one.
Can we write our own?
Strong. Hold on, because I want y'all to help me with this one. If I take the word strong, how would I write it with the ER ending? Can someone spell it for me? How would I write it?
Stronger.
Okay, how would you spell it, Holly? I would spell it strong and then do what? Camila, I would spell it strong and then do what?
Put the ER.
And then I would put the ER. So I would put strong and then I'd put that ER on the end of it.
And then strongest.
And then I would put, my next one would be strong. So then what would I put on the end of it? Brayden?
S.
S. EST. So notice for these, all I'm doing is just adding that ending. So I'm just adding the ER. I'm adding the EST. I'm not doing anything else to these adjectives. All I'm doing is adding an ending to it. But we are not always going to just add the ending, because sometimes we have some special adjectives, okay? We have some special adjectives that they don't like to play nice. They don't like to be normal. They want to be difficult. So then we have to add special things to them to make them different, okay? So we're going to draw a line. I want y'all to draw a line right here so you know. These are normal, okay? Those are normal. Just add the ending and call it a day. You can add the ending and say, I'm done. Nothing special. Yes, Raiden.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yes. Okay. Then we have some special friends. They like to be special. They like to not play the same game as this, where you just add the ending. They don't like that. So then I have nice. Okay. Nice has a what on the end of it?
E.
An E.
So you just put an R.
Good, Walter. So you just put an R, right?
These are much easier.
Oh, yeah. You just put an R. Because look, if I were to take nice and I were to try to add my ER to it, does this make sense?
No, that doesn't make sense.
No. You cannot have two double E's.
Only if it's in a different word, then it'll probably make
Unless
sense.
it's like B.
Yeah, there's certain times you can have a double E. But in this case, you cannot have a double E. You should see this and go, oh no. Oh no, that doesn't look right.
How do they play difficult? This is easy, not.
Well, that's good. Well, I'm saying they play difficult because sometimes, I'm saying they play difficult because they're different. They're different ones. So for this, you're just adding an R. So in this case, you would just add an R to the end of nice. It would be nicer. And then the same thing would go for EST. You would just add the ST. So if it already has that E on the end of it, then you're not going to add another E. So we're going to call this one, and I have one more example for you. We're going to call this one so we remember. Only one E. So you remember, only one E. Only one.
Miss Chandler, look.
Awesome. We're not done yet. We're almost done. Because we're going to do, there's 6 different types of adjectives. So we're gonna do 3 today and then we'll do 3 tomorrow. Okay, so I'm gonna give you another example. Strange. So how would I write that under my comparative?
Stranger, strangest.
Okay, so I would write the word strange and then I would do what? Michael, I would write the word strange and do what? What do I need to add to the end of it?
R. Stranger.
What am I adding to the end of it? What letter?
R.
R. Okay, and then on this side, I'm going to write strange. And then what am I going to add to it? Grace, what am I going to add to it?
ST.
ST.
Stranger.
So we have stranger and strangest.
Stranger reminds me of stranger danger.
So those are our 2 examples for only one E. You can only have one.
What's our next one?
The next one,
It's double E.
no. The next one, so I have the word big, okay? So when I write big and I add NER, how does that look to you? Does that look good or does that look weird? Grace, how does that look?
It looks weird and wrong.
It looks weird and wrong, right? We're kind of looking at it and we're like, I don't like the look of that. That looks weird. That looks wrong.
boobs, then biggest.
Brayden, can you guess what might we need to do to make this look normal?
Actually, I was going to say something else, but I guess I can answer that.
Okay.
Another G.
Add what?
Another G.
We are going to add another G. So in order to make this look normal, we are going to give it another G. We're going to say, hey, here's a friend. You can have another G. We're giving you a friend. Yes, Raiden.
Yeah. So another reason why only one G is wrong, because that says bigger, not bigger.
It does. That's very true. Okay. So we're going to call this one add a friend at the end to help us remember it. Add a friend.
That's a rhyme.
It is a rhyme. Add a friend at the end. Okay. So it is going to be B-I-G-G. Remember, we added that extra G. E-R. So then the same thing is going to happen with biggest. We add that G on the end and an EST. So you're still adding ER and EST, but you have to make sure you give the G another friend. Otherwise, it's not going to make sense and it's going to look weird and it's not going to say its name right, like Raiden told us. So now if I give you the word hot. If I give you the word hot. Walter, what is that going to look like?
Double T.
Double T. So I would write it H-O. Anybody?
Double T.
H-O-T-T-E-R.
E-R. Awesome. Yes, Casey, you can go to the bathroom. Okay. Then how would I write it with my superlative, with the EST on the end of it? Dimitri, what's it gonna look like?
Honest.
Add a T.
With the two double
Okay, I'm
two
adding the T.
T's.
Dimitri, spell it for me.
HOTTEST.
Perfect. HOTTEST.
Hardest is like a, what do you call it? Where it has two words in the same exact word.
Uh-huh.
What is it called again?
Wow, Bella, you're really testing me here. I cannot think of it right now.
Well,
Combine.
it's a compare word. I think that's what it's called.
No, it's not compare.
Compare or combine.
Oh, Grace, you remember? I was like, I cannot remember right now.
Compound word.
Yes, a compound word. I was like, wow, I cannot remember right now.
What's a
And
compound word?
test.
What's a compound word again?
When you have two words that make one. So like this would be hot and then test.
Like if you have two.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so those are the three we're gonna do. So now what I wanna do is, okay, I want you to take, we're gonna do two practice. I want you to take one of these words and I want you to write it in the chat as a sentence, okay? So take one of the ones we've done and I want you to write it in the chat as a sentence. Take one of the